channel. Welcome to another video. So guys, today I'm going to be taking a personality test. So you guys, I actually recorded this video before and my village people came for me, so I decided to do it again because they will never succeed in my life. So today, if this video is what you would like to watch, please stick around to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notification, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a constructive comment. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now for you guys because we are going to do this. So this particular test was gotten from 16personalities.com. So the first question says, you regularly make new friends? No, I don't regularly make new friends. I'm somebody that most of my friends I'm keeping, their friends I've kept for very, very long. So I'm going to give this a 6, I mean. So the next one says, you spend a lot of free time exploring various random topics that piques your interest. Not really random, but I'm going to give this a 5. And then the next one says, seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry. I'm going to give this a 4. I'm neutral on that. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. I don't like too much planning because too much planning gets me anxious and all of those stuff. So I'm going to give it a 5. And then usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Yes, I like to stay calm under pressure because if I talk within in my mind, people feel wrong. So if I talk within my mind, if I say what's in my mind, it might not be good. So that's why I usually like to stay calm so that I don't vent on people. And then at social events, you really try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. That is me. Like, this is so me. I'm giving it a number 2. So over to the next. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another one. It depends on the particular project we're talking about. So I'm going to give this a 4. And then you are very sentimental. That is not me. I disagree with this. I cannot be sentimental. I'm a very disciplined person. I like to stand my ground. Like, I cannot say because you are my relations, you are my loved ones, and then I'll be taking some certain kind of things from you. No, I don't do that. You like to use organizing tools like schedule and list. And like I said it in the English problem. I said it before. I don't like too much planning, so I'm going to give this a 5. And then every small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability and knowledge. I won't agree with this because mistakes is actually what make me thrive. I feel like if I do something before and I don't do it right, me not doing it right the first time gives me a morale to want to do it again because I must do it again because I want it to be right. So I'm going to give this a 6. Then the next one says, you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. This is not me. I'm going to give it 5. You are too interested in discussing various interpretation and analysis of creative work. I'll give this a 4. And then the next one says, you are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. This is not me. I like to follow my heart. And then you usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular day routine. Number 3, I'm going to give this a 3 because this is actually me. My camera battery is about to die. Next one says, you really worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I worry, but not too much. So I'm going to give this a 3. And then you enjoy participating in group activities somehow, but I'll give it a 4. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation at the ending. Yes, number 3. Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishment. I'm going to give this a 5 because I like others accomplishing theirs, and me too, I like to accomplish my own too. So the next one says, you are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what next to try. I'm going to disagree with this. I give it a 5. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. I'm going to give this a 4. I'm neutral on this. Everybody has their own kind of worrying. So you cannot come and tell me that my worrying is bigger than your own worrying. It's not possible. So you avoid leadership role in a group setting. I'm going to give this a 4 because I don't really avoid leadership role, and I don't scout for it as well. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. I'm going to give this a 4. And then you think the world would be a better place if people rely more on rationality than less on their feeling. Yes, I agree with this. I agree with this. I'm going to give it a 2. And then you prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. That is me, number 1. So the next one says you enjoy watching people argue. No, I don't like people arguing too much around me. So I'm going to give this a 6. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Agreed. I'm going to give it a 3. Your mood can change very quickly. Number 4, I'm going to give it a 4. My mood doesn't change quickly, but once it changes, I must say what is in my mind. You lose patience with people who are not efficient as you know. I don't lose patience with people. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. No, I don't agree with this. You have always been fascinated by the question of what if anything happens after death. I don't want to think about it because anything that happens. So I'm going to disagree with this. Next one, so you usually prefer to be around others rather than your own. Rather than on your own. I disagree with this. I like my personal space. I like being on my own. I just like my space. Like you become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. I'm going to give this a 4. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. No, I don't find it easy to empathize with a person. Okay, I'm going to give this a 3 because I actually find it easy to empathize with somebody that their experience is different from mine. You usually postpone finalizing the decision as long as possible. No, I disagree with this. I give it a 6. You rarely second guess the choice you have made. I'm going to give this a 4. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is what you need. I like this. I'm going to give it a 3. And then you enjoy going to museums, you enjoy going to art museums. Yes. I give it a 3. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feeling. No, I disagree with this. I give it a 6. You have a to-do list for each day. I disagree with it. I gave it a 7. And you rarely feel insecure. I'm going to give this a 5. You avoid making phone calls. I'm disagreeing with this because I like making phone calls. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand people's views that are very different from your own. You spend a lot of time trying to understand people's view. I'm going to give this a 4. I'm neutral on this. And the next one, in your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your other friends and initiate activities some of the time. So I'm going to give it a 4. And then the next one, say your plan are interrupted. Your top priority is if your plan are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. I'm going to give this a 3. Yes, you are still bored by mistake that you made. You are still bothered by mistake you made a long time ago. I'm disagreeing on this. You really contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. I contemplate this sometimes. I'm going to give this a 3. Your emotion control you more than you control them. That's a lie. I disagree with you. I gave it a 6. So the next one says you take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. I'm going to give this a 4 because I feel like if I'm having a bad time with somebody, I'm not going to just come out right and tell you. I wouldn't want you to experience it. If the person is very, very toxic, I'll tell you. But if the person is somebody that I know the person is not toxic, then I just feel like it's my experience to the person might not be the same with you. So the next one says your personal work style is closer to spontaneous burst of energy than organized and consistent effort. I'm going to give this a 3. A 4. And then when someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. I really do not. I don't wonder how long. So I'm going to give this a 4 because I don't wonder how long, because I feel like enjoy the moment. If the person is enjoying you, enjoy the moment. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I'm giving this a 4. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I'm giving this a 4. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet and intimate place. I'm going to give this a 3. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I'm going to give this a 4, not all the time. So the next one says you often feel overwhelmed. I'm going to give this a 4, not all the time as well. You completely think you complete things methodically. You complete things methodically without skipping over any step. Yes, I like that. I'm going to give this a 3. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversy. I'm going to give this a 4. You often pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. I'm going to give this a 5. Not all the time. You struggle with deadlines. No, I disagree. I'm going to give this a 6. And then you also feel confident that things will work out for you. Yes, I'm going to give this a 3. So I'm female. I'm going to type in my gender. I'm feeling dead. I'm going to see my results. So just a moment. It's actually checking to see my results. So guys, the final result says I'm a logistician. I have a logistician personality, and I'm still going to look deep into it. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy me taking my personality test, please do well to leave your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a constructive comment, give me a thumbs up, and share this video to as many persons that is going to help. If you're going to take your own personality test, please tag me, because I want to watch. I want to see different people with different personalities. So guys, I am going to leave a link of the logistician personality profile in the description, so you can go back to the description and read up on what a logistician does, their weaknesses, their parenting, their career path, every other thing about logisticians. You can go over there and read it, because the write-up is actually long, and I'm not going to there's no time for me to start dissecting each and every one of them. So go over to my description box. You're going to see the link, tap on it and read it and know what it talks about. I'm going to see you in the next one. Stay blessed. Bye. God, this battery.